Good afternoon, Holly Miller with Country Road Crafts. And today what I'm going to do is decoupage a birdhouse that Frank had built out of old, um, what is it called? The planks of an old wall that we had. So give me a second and I'll fix the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. And let me know if you can hear me or not because I'm trying something new today. So hopefully you can hear me. So I am going to do this birdhouse Frank made from an old slats from a wall that I had, and I had painted it with milk paint. Thank you, babe. So I am just going to take a bunch of scrap, and we're going to splish splash it on here and have a little bit of color underneath. So that's what we're going to do today. Thank you guys for joining me today. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Just over to the edge. So, oh, I didn't get enough down, so let's make sure we put enough. Make sure we get enough of decoupage down. I am using Tough Coat Matte by Fusion for my decoupage medium. And I am using scrap paper from a little bit of everything because I am not going to waste this paper. And it's cute when I do it like this. Okay. So there's the little piece, and I'm going to smooth it out with my little scraper. Thank you guys for joining me today. I am going to take little pieces of this, that, and a little bit of everything. Let's see. Let's put it all in here. And Frank built this out of some scrap wood, so it's upcycled. We took down the wall from one of our vendor booths, and he made me a birdhouse because I love doing birdhouse. Cool. And it's okay if I overlap because it's not going to hit anything. I'm going to smooth it out. And what I'm using today is Tough Coat by Fusion as the medium, and I'm just using a little sponge to put it on with. Most of the time I use a little chip brush, but today I'm just using a little sponge. I got these, I think, from Dollar Tree. How about that piece? It's a nice big piece. Hopefully the weather is good where you're at. It's a little breezy here at the beach. Nice, not too sunny. Oops, I think I just splashed stuff everywhere. There we go. I'm just going to smooth this down. And I will take my sanding block and I will cut off the edges on this. See that bubble right there? Means I didn't get enough medium underneath. There we go. Much better. And I'm okay with it wrinkling a little because it'll give it a little bit of character. I'm just using a little bit of everything I got. I got a little bit of every. I don't even know. I think I've got a little bit of butterfly masterboard, and I think I got a little bit of industrial masterboard, and I think I got a little bit of that. This in here, I think it's the air flight or something to that effect. Just a little bit of everything. Ah, hey Andrea, North Carolina. I'm Sherry from Iowa. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. What part of North Carolina? I'm at Topsail Beach. Oh, I got some pink pieces here. Let's see. This is a little bit from last week I had left over. Dunn. My daughter used to live in Dunn. My kids went to Campbell. Yay, I know where Dunn's at. What am I working on? I am decoupaging a birdhouse my husband made out of scrap fence planks. We had it in our booth, in our vendor booth, and we took it out, and he made me a birdhouse with it, recycled. And I am just going to put some, I'm just using some medium, I'm using Fusion Tuck Coat matte, and then I am just using some leftover um, decoupage tissue for a little bit of everything I had in a box because I don't throw anything away. Hi, Sherry from South Carolina. You guys see that? Okay, and you see I left the sides. I'm gonna let it dry and then I'll just sand it off. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see the other side. Do this side the same. I put milk paint on the bottom of it a while ago. Oh, New Hampshire. Wow. So we're just doing the same thing. A little bit of the color will show through some of the lighter pieces, and that's fine. I just want a little bit of different, you know. Let's see. Just got to make sure I put enough. Oh, cool. Yeah, I use Fusion milk paint, and I love like what I did with this here is just a whitewash type thing. I did a wash, so I did 2 scoops of water or two things of water to 1 scoop of powder. And I sell that on my milk paint. I sell it on my Shopify account. I think I put the website in the link. Love, love, love the versatility of milk paint. You can make it crinkle if you mix the 1 to 2, makes it a crinkle effect. Or you can just paint regular milk to one ratio of water to 1 scoop of paint and make it like regular paint. Very versatile. So it's definitely, I like using it. It's fun. So I am just mix matching some of this on here. And for this, I got to put a little bit more medium on it just because it's wood and it soaks up so much. So I have to put it on real quick or put extra because it's hot. I'm warm today. So it's not hot here. I'm just, I don't know. The chippy effect, yeah, if you want to use the chippy effect, you'll use 2 scoops of powder to 1 scoop of water. And it will give you, and you dry it, after you put it on, you dry it real fast, like with a heat gun, and it gives you the chippy effect. And what I like to do with the chippy effect is I'll put some kind of wax in there, like I use the espresso wax, I use it a lot. Espresso wax from Fusion, or Frank's used the copper wax from Fusion, and it highlights those little creaks and crevices a little more. It was cool. How about that? It's just very versatile. Like we can do the same thing with regular paint. It's just, and you don't have to mix up the whole a good neutral color. The first color I used was Oyster Bar, and it's kind of a brown tan. But I've also used that Aquafina, I think's the word. I can't remember the whole name, but it's like a aqua blue, and it is like a sea blue, and I love that color with a white wash. But I live at the beach, so and they have whites, and they have little black dresses, the black, and they have Gotham Gray, which is a gray, so it's neutral. I really love Costa Rosa, and it's like a coral, pinky coral. I like that too, which is weird. I thought I had a birdhouse that I painted, but I think I may have taken it to the shop. The Costa Rosa. So, if you're going to put decoupage on top of it, it depends. If you want to use a neutral color underneath. Hi, Celestine. Hopefully I pronounced that right, from Texas. Thanks for joining me. How about that? It's right there. It's just versatile, and you don't have to mix up. Like I start with like a couple scoops. If I just have a little thing, I'll just start with a scoop or 2. I don't start with a whole big. I don't mix the whole bag. I don't think I've ever mixed the whole bag. And I try to write down what I use, how I use it. Like if it was a 2 to 1, my husband tries to remind me to measure it out. So if I need more, I can add more. And I know how much I mixed. And it keeps up to a couple of days. So if you mix the milk paint and you don't use it all, it'll keep like 2 days. Yay, I pronounced it correctly. Thank you. I tried. I want a flower. So sometimes I don't use it right away. Milk paint, if you keep it mixed into like a container out of the fridge, it will spoil because it is milk enzymes in it. So you've got to either use it or put it in the fridge, or like I just don't mix up a whole big bunch. It'll keep for a few days in the fridge. And if it starts getting thick because it's drying out, you can add a little water and it thins right out. So I've actually left it in the fridge for a day too long and it got a little thick. I just add a little water, it worked. So, and it won't go bad on your products. It does not smell on your products. Just if you leave it out, like it spoils if it's mixed up in water and you leave it out. But it does not smell that way on your things. Just let you know, because I don't like stinky smells, and I've had issues, and I wouldn't tell you guys. I wouldn't offer it if it was smelly. How about this piece here? This little piece, a little flower for something. How about that? So you guys can see a little bit of the color coming through the lighter pieces of paper. But I planned that, you know. If I didn't want it to shine through, then I would just put a base white coat or a base coat on there so you wouldn't see the darker colors. But I wanted the colors to show through. Like I painted this here darker colors so you can see the stripes underneath, but I put a lighter piece of paper on top so you can see the colors through it. So that's another birdhouse I did. Let's see. A little piece right there. So we're gonna find a little something. There we go. How about that? That fit right there? I think it does. The little patchwork stuff going on. There's a couple more little pieces of patchwork in there. Oh, wait, there's a piece of patchwork. Okay. What do you guys think? Looking okay? There's a little bit right there. Let's see. Let's try to get this little tiny piece right here. Yes, I keep it. It stays in the bag as long as it's not wet. It keeps forever in the bag. Um, and I mix them up. I like this is a little I eat sugar-free applesauce, and I keep the little container for my paint stuff because, and I keep yogurt containers too for mine, and it mixes. It's perfect to mix up my milk paint. I tried little cups and I make a mess of that. Sure. And Dollar Tree has these cute little cups, the little tiny paint cups they have. I use those too. I still like these better because it contains a little more. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about my little bits of scraps? Yeah, I'm too cheap. I don't throw anything away. Frugal. So, and this right here, I'll sand this off and I'll paint this something here. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it up on the side. And he like left me a little so the birds can get in there. So I'm gonna put a little decoupage right there. And I'll sand off the edges once I finish. It'll dry. I'll sand it off. If I sand it wet, I usually make a mess with it. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I dropped stuff. It ain't gonna hurt anything. It was echoing. It drive me crazy. Okay, so I'll paint this a coordinating color. You guys see that right there? I'll paint this. Let's put it right there. And I'm going to turn it over on its back side here and paint these here, right here. I'm going to put a little more decoupage on there. Just going to put strips on it. Kind of a patchwork type because I like that. And I have to put a little bit extra medium down there so it'll stick because it dries. It soaks it up in the wood. I use the scraps for everything. I like using I like making quilt work. I don't know, something about it. The splish splash stuff, I just love doing it. Because nobody else's look like mine, I think. That's why I like it so much. Like last week I did the little stool. Okay. Sorry about this piece. How about this piece right here? Wait, let's hear a little. Right there. Cool. Yes. I do them on journals too. I like doing them on my I had some plain clipboards, and I put scraps on my clipboards too. And if you look back through my lives, I did a shamrock quilt, barn quilt pattern, and I put, hang on, I didn't put enough on it. I get enough medium underneath. I did a shamrock quilt thing, and I did a heart quilt thing, wood cut out, and it turned out wonderful with the decoupage scraps. I painted a couple of them. I put different kind of. It's not cooperating today. Keep picking it up. And my fingers are starting to get sticky. There we go. They turned out really nice. There we go. Oh yes, I throw nothing away also. Always can be used for something. And sometimes I just use them for underneath paint to make a little texture. So sometimes, oops. Okay, wait, hold on, guys. I think I didn't put enough underneath. See, this piece here keeps lifting. I don't think I put enough under this side. Yep, see right there? It's dry. So before it dries, let me hurry up and do this. Got to make sure you put enough medium down so it'll stick down. Otherwise, you'll have big bubbles and it won't adhere right. There you go. In the light, it's hard to see if I got enough medium down. I'm looking down at it. Okay, what do you guys think? Is it good on that side? Does it need one more here? Maybe just a little. Maybe just that right. Maybe right there, or maybe right there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Turn it again. We'll put this little triangle piece right there. Triangle piece. Okay. Let's see. It just seems like that piece is meant to go right there. This is off the chair last week too, I think. Off the little stool I did from Dollar Tree. I think I need the little piece right there on the side. Maybe right there. Piece right there. Yep. My fingers are sticky. I don't know how many of you guys do that, but I use my hands and my hands get so sticky. Okay. Oops, see, I did it again. Picked it up. Get that little wrinkle out there. There you go. Okay. And then let's turn it around one more time. Get this side here. there. Okay, so I have a piece here. Okay, and then I have a little piece here, something a little different. Put it right there. Oop, look, my hands are sticking. Okay, let's see. How about this? Oop, here's the one. Do that there. You guys are quiet tonight. Okay, let me fill in a couple little cracks here because that looks empty. Wait. There's a little piece right there. That'll fit perfect right in there. Boop. Boop. It'll stick the thing, not my fingers. Okay, that's all the way around. Oh yeah, junk journaling. I like doing that too. Okay, let me grab a little sanding block, just like this. It's rough looking. Now I am just going to sand the edges. Just going to go straight up and down. We'll cut it right at the edge and peel it right off there. And if it's split, it makes it a little harder, but it's okay. Let's see what I'm doing straight along that edge. It makes it nice straight cut for me. I can get it. Maybe too far. The black may be too old. I may have to get a new black. Oh, no, there it goes. And if it wrinkles, that's okay. Let's go see what I'm doing here. I like putting in my art journal. I don't know if you guys do that, but if I see something that gives me an idea, I try to put it in my art journal. And then if I remember, I'll put it in my put the finished product in my art journal, take a picture of it and print it and put it in my art journal. But sometimes it don't always get there. I forget the finished product a lot. But it helps my brain a little bit calm down when ADHD goes a little wild. Okay. Yeah. I'll come back and do a little something on the side. There's a little right here. You guys can see that right there, just a little bit. I'm just going to sand a little bit right there off. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is, you guys can see that right there, the lip. I'm just going to sand it. Hopefully I'm not moving the camera too much. Okay. Smooth. I'm going to sand it there because I don't want that hanging off like that. Oh, I hit my light. Hang on. I hit my light. So I'm just going to move it like right there and take this off this. Okay. Then I'm going to try to sand it. There we go. A little bit right here. Put that over, and I'm going to get that. Like that. I don't like how that looks right there. I'm going to try to sand it off just a little bit more. Right there. It doesn't look clean. Okay. There we go. How's that? And the edge right here, I'm going to sand it just to get the edges cut off there. See a little bit there on the edge. I'm just going to tear that off because I don't want it on there. It ain't going to hurt it. And then this right here, that little edge, right there, little edge, just going to take it off. Okay. Where else? Nope, right there. See right there? Take that off the edge right there. Get this edge down here. Lay it all down. Just edge right here. Edge right here. it has a smooth edge. This here's not a smooth edge. It's like sticking up. Let's see if I can get that off there. How about that? Yeah, see that. And I didn't decoupage up underneath here. I'm just going to paint that. Because I just want it to be kind of a patchwork type thing, right? Okay, my hands are sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to paint a little bit on this here. I'm going to try to paint it like an off of a, I'm going to paint it white actually. I'm going to paint it Chateau from Fusion. Just to see that. Chateau. There we go. And I am just going to take one of these and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit across the edge here. Just take a look at that lid. Just fill it in a little bit. I might actually wipe it back after I'm finished. Just want to give it a little color to the edge. Let's see. Turn it around so you guys can see. Just touching up that edge, just a little. And after I'm done, I will seal it with another top coat, and I can actually put this outside. It'll be durable. It's actually, like I said, it's a fence post. And if you seal the decoupage good, it won't ruin in the rain. And this wood here is actual fence wood, so it's not going to be all icky. Like the other ones I was using, like this little one here, this little one, I don't know if it'll hold up to the rain because it's like one of those balsa board things, and it's very fragile. But this one here is not. This one here is a fence post. And if you put milk paint on it, it'll be environmentally friendly. Well, Fusion paint's not bad. It's got low VOCs, but if you seal it all in, it won't hurt anything. I just like birdhouses. I have a squirrel out there too, so we have a squirrel house too. He comes up and Frank feeds them for me. Grab that out there. Okay, so lay it down like this. Get that edge right there. You guys can see what I'm doing. I blended it all in together. I'm just doing a little wash on it. I'm not even painting it all the way. Just want to put a little color on it. Get a little piece stuck. Piece right there. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me for the afternoon. Talking and crafting with me is kind of nice. I like talking and crafting. Okay, so there is my birdhouse like that. So what I'm going to do now is let it dry for a second and put my paint up. Then I'm going to grab my wax, because I love using that wax. I don't know, I think this could be too big. This might work. This is another little sponge. I got a few of these laying around. So I am going to put on some wax and then blend it in, right? Put some on and wipe it off. How about that? I'm going to distress it a little bit and give it a little bit of an aged look. And then after everything dries, I usually give it about 24 hours, and then I'll put the final coat on top as I seal it. And then 24 hours after that, I can throw it outside, and it will be okay. My little birds can go in here and be all happy, and have a little place for the little families. And I can watch them from the window because my husband set up a little birdhouse stuff from the window, and I can watch them when I have a break from work. It's kind of cool. Same thing with my squirrels, but we need to feed them because they haven't been. We ran out of food. Keep forgetting to pick up some. I need to get my hummingbird things together too because I ran out of. Oh my goodness, that's thunder. I didn't realize it was going to thunder today. That's okay. Does that look okay, guys? A little bit blended in there. That's one side. And this is espresso that I showed you earlier. It's my favorite, absolute favorite wax from Fusion. I love it. I love the brown wax for everything. I use it on everything. And I don't worry about cracks in my decoupage tissue because the brown wax makes it look like it's old and crinkly. You guys can see that right there. When I wipe it back, you guys can see it gives it that little bit of an age look. See? Helps tone down the white a little. A little distress. I figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I just don't sleep today. How about that? All right, gonna lay this down. Oh my goodness, it's going to rain. I hear you guys hear that rain? Okay, put some more of the brown wax in. I'm putting it on kind of thick and I wipe it back up. That's what I do. You see how that's looking right there? Giving it a little age look. See the crack right there? Just kind of shows out a little bit when I put the brown on it. Cool. And if I keep adding a little bit more, it'll bring out the rest of the cracks. I can wipe it off and it'll just leave a little bit of edge. And this is just a little sponge. Just wiping my wax back with the sponge. And if you don't have wax, you can actually use a little bit of a brown wash. Yeah, thank you, Celestine. I do like the age look and the crinkles on my paper because I don't get it perfect. It looks nice. I meant to do that, right? My husband built the box from some scrap. He put little eye hooks on them so I could hang it up. The pieces are from a picket wall that we had done, and I didn't want to waste it, so he just built me a few birdhouses with it because he knows I like painting birdhouses. Yeah, so it's made out of the thin slat things that you get from Lowe's. So that's it, and he just cut a few pieces and put it together, and then we'll put the bird food in there. Yeah. I have extra wood if you guys need one. I actually have a lot of extra wood. We took down a whole wall in our vendor booth, and I didn't want to throw it away. I didn't want to throw it away. I figured something out with it, but I haven't did a whole lot with it yet. I'll keep playing with it until I get it more aged because it's. Oh, wait a second. There. There you go. You can do the same thing with brown. If you just take regular brown paint and water it down a little bit, it'll give you a little distressed look, and you can just add that. That'll be the same. You see right here, it's a little whiter than I want. I just put a little distress there. It's okay. Mm. Let's stick it down the ground right there. Set here needs a little bit of set right there. Let's wait. Okay, let's wait too. Oh, and also this wood is not smooth, so you can see where it's I'll lift it up a little. See right there where it's like in the crack of the wood, and when I wipe it back, it'll leave a little bit in the low spots. It's kind of cool. Mm. So, see if I can lift it up and show you guys. See how that lifts down in the cracks. See? Alrighty, guys. Do you have any questions or comments or anything like that before we close for the evening here? A little more wax. I love playing with brown wax. Keep adding that and adding to it. Thank you, Celestine. Appreciate it. And if you guys want to try some mukbang out, either send me a message or we can talk about it, or we'll pick some colors. Just let me know. we'll work through it. And if you want to match some with some of the decoupage paper, we can do that too. So there you go. There's uh, my little recycled birdhouse, recycled wood birdhouse. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I will talk to you next Tuesday. Thanks. Have a great day.